if I have 1,000 XRP, what can I look like in the next year or two? I'm civil man, farm life, mentally. Look, a year or two, I do think that we could be at 4 digits very easily in a year or two. I think we could be at 4 digits this year. We've talked about how that, stuff would have to play out in order for that to happen. It's a perfect storm. Like there's a lot of things that have to culminate for that to happen, but it looks likely. It looks like all those things could actually transpire and culminate to a 4-digit XRP here in 2025. So if you had 1,000, let's just call it $1,000 even. 1,000 XRP at $1,000 gives you $1 million. It's not enough to retire here in the US. It used to be. Back in the 90s, if you had $1 million, you were doing really good. There's lots of millionaires, like every single day, that become millionaires here in the US. And it's because they printed so much money. But, you really kind of want that $10,000 per XRP before you're going to be able to park it somewhere and make enough money on it that it's enough to really live off of without touching the principal. $10 million that's really kind of the level for money today is 10 million. Because if you're making 5%, on 10 million, it's $500,000 a year and you never have to touch the principal. And you can live pretty well in almost any place in the world. $10,000 in XRP, I do think could happen. I think you could be at $10,000 by the end of 2027, close to 28, especially if we got derivatives. It is dependent on derivatives, just to be candid. Like we need the tokenization of the derivatives market if you're going to get to those price levels and be able to live off of it in that capacity. So you're not that far though. Like even if it was 5 years and you had to wait 5 years for XRP to be $20, $30, $50,000 a piece, now you're rolling in it, right? Like even with 1,000 XRP, now you've got $20, $30 million. Now you're in a position where you're good. So to be able to sit on 1,000 XRP and be, completely financially free in 5 years, I think is a highly likely outcome and a really big blessing. And again, if you can just be patient and delay gratification of using it or selling it or doing anything and just hold it and maybe even kind of forget that you had it for 5 years. This sounds horrible, but like go into a coma for 5 years and wake up, you wake up very wealthy if you can just be patient and hold.